For today's craft, you will need a piece of felt or cardboard, a hot glue gun, and as many popsicle sticks as you can find. Hello, bonjour, and tensei everyone. My name is Pearl and welcome back to another virtual Sunday school. I am so excited to have you here with me today because Jesus has another story for us. I always love his stories. They are so much fun and they always have a pretty good lesson at the end. What do you say? Should we jump right into this one? Yeah, I think so too. So one day, Jesus and his friends had been in a temple throughout most of the day. They had been praying to God and talking to people, helping them learn how to live in God's way. As they were going out of the temple, Andrew ran his hands along the big, smooth stones of the wall of the temple. "Look at these huge stones, Jesus," he said. "How did they ever get them here? And look how many big buildings they made from such large stones." "Yes, I see them, Andrew," said Jesus. "But the time will come when these big stones will be scattered all over the place, and there will be no more big buildings here. The temple will be gone." That night, Jesus and his friends were resting under some olive trees. Andrew was still thinking about what Jesus had told him. "What did you mean when you said all those big stones would be scattered and the buildings will be gone?" Jesus smiled for a moment, and then he looked sad. "The people who made the temple are very proud of it, and that's okay because it's a beautiful building. The trouble is that some people think the buildings are more important than the people who come to the temple and pray. You see, God doesn't care much about nice buildings. God cares about people and how they live." "But when will it happen?" said Andrew. "When will all these buildings come tumbling down?" "You don't know, and I don't know," said Jesus. "Just remember that the people are always the most important thing." I liked that story a lot. Jesus always has such good messages at the end of his story. Like this one, that the people are the most important thing. Have you ever seen a house get torn down or an old building fall over? I've seen a couple of those. And it's true, buildings fall over all the time. Sometimes buildings fall over and a new building is built there. But the most important thing is the people. The people who live in houses or go to schools or go to church. It isn't the church that makes things good. It's the people inside. You know, all this talk about buildings has me coming up with a really good idea for a craft. What do you say? Should we go to the craft table? Yeah, let's go. Welcome back to the craft table, everyone. Today, we are going to make a little popsicle stick house. Now, you can use white glue with this, but it will take a long time to dry. However, it might be safer. If you're using a hot glue gun like I am, you definitely need a parent or another adult to help you because this is really, really hot. And I don't want you burning yourself. So be very, 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 very careful with hot glue guns. But we are going to get started. So with your hot glue gun or with your white glue, you're going to start by laying the base of your house down onto the felt. And this is essentially just a few popsicle sticks down on the felt to make up floorboards. So I'm going to put a few down right now. And your floor is done when you've made a little square. So I used about 6 popsicle sticks. You might need to use more or less depending on the size of your popsicle sticks. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start building up the walls. And to do that, you're going to take a popsicle stick and put it like this. So we're just going to prop it up on all 4 sides. Now that you have your base laid down, you are going to keep building it up just like that. So we're going to keep putting more and more to build up our walls. Okay, and once you're done building up those walls, it should look something like this. And each wall should be a little bit separate from each other, I guess, but they will be connected. Okay, so the next thing you want to do, and here is where having hot glue really comes in handy because hot glue dries very quickly. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to attach a popsicle stick to the edge of your house like this, about 2 popsicle sticks down. You see, 1, 2. You're going to attach it about there. And hot glue comes in handy here because it's going to dry really, really quickly. And I won't have to hold it on there very long. So we're going to put it here, right on the middle of our house. And as you can see, it is already dry. And we're going to do that same thing to the other side. So just a little dollop of hot glue. Remember to get an adult to help you with this. And right in the middle of our house. And now we're going to do 1 popsicle stick kind of bridging here, just across the top. And it's going to be a little bit tricky, and you might need to use a longer popsicle stick or maybe even 2, but you want it to connect the 2 things we just glued down. And again, hot glue is really going to come in handy here because it dries really, really quickly. So it's been about a minute, and as you can see, our little bridge is already dried on there. Now it's looking a little bit like a box or a basket, but it's going to look like a house in just a few minutes. So the next thing we want to do is we want to take popsicle sticks and start slanting them off that little bridge we made to make a roof. We're going to do many along here. So I'll put 1 down, and I'm just going to put glue just a little bit here and a little bit up here to hold it down. And that will be the beginning of our roof. And we're going to do that a whole bunch of times, probably about 6 times, in order to get our roof on. And there you go. Once you have 6 popsicle sticks on this side and 6 popsicle sticks on that side, you have your roof of your little house. And you could try and glue more popsicle sticks to cover up these, but I like them. I think they're nice little windows. And it's on a beautiful green grassy pasture. And of course, if you so choose, you can use some markers to spice it up a bit. So I might take the black marker and draw a little door on my house. So let's see, I think a door would be here, don't you think? So you have a little door there, and you might have some more windows on your house. And then, of course, you could draw on the felt or the cardboard that you're using as well. You could take the gray marker, and I'm going to make a little stone path leading up to my house. What do you think? That's a pretty good stone path. And you can draw whatever you want. You can go crazy. You can take the green marker and draw bushes. You could even make a little sun if you wanted to, or a mailbox with more popsicle sticks. It is your house, and you get to decorate it however you want, as long as you remember, just like Jesus did, that people always come first. You can have this little house, and you can put it in your room to decorate it, but remember, you always come first. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had so much fun building our little popsicle stick house and reading that story that Jesus told Andrew about the buildings and how the people are most important. And I think this little house is going to help me remember that the people are always most important. I think I'll put it up somewhere behind me, but until then, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and remember, God loves you very much, and you should love yourself too. Bye-bye, everyone.